far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice game. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good... Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's Montgomery. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Montgomery. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Got it behind the line. It's Ball. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a give to Ball. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Jones wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Caught! Touchdown, Gators! They take the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Working the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Howie Rowe will update his condition in a bit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll give it to Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got the quick pass. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Ball. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's Jaden one more time. Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the draw, it's Ball. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, the nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is.
Drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Hard running there. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Now on second down. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Going to try to get it himself. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Here on the Gators sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. They'll run play action. Complete. Breaks free, and he might be going to really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the new set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Phillips. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll go right back to him.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the defense